Welcome, this is episode 9 of Common Injuries. Let's talk about patellofemoral syndrome and patella tendinitis. Hi, welcome back. I'm Andrew with Running with Dr. Andrew. I'd like to share with you 4 different exercises to help something called patellofemoral syndrome and patella tendinitis. And so what patellofemoral syndrome is basically where the kneecap, if you can kind of see with my kneecap, it does kind of move just a little bit. And so what happens is that kneecap will move to the side. And that can cause a little bit of pressure and cause pain underneath your kneecap. And typically if you're doing deep squatting, climbing up and down steps, running sometimes can cause this, and it causes quite a bit of pain underneath that kneecap. And also you can get something called patellar tendinitis. That's basically where the tendon underneath your kneecap can cause pain. And as well as the the quadricep tendon above the kneecap can cause pain too, but typically the one below the kneecap will cause pain. And usually if you're a runner and you're running and you're not using your full hip extension, and so you're using more of your quadriceps, that can really load that tendon a little bit more. As well as if you do a little bit of pronation where that foot rolls in a little bit too much, and that can cause some pain too. So the first exercise I'd like to share with you is that you're going to do is some cross friction massage on the patella tendon. And so the fibers run along this way, up and down. So you're going to go across those fibers just like this. And so you're going to find it and go crossways like that. Put pressure one direction and go. And you can find definitely different spots that may be tender. And go across. Keep going there, and typically you want to do this until you don't have any more pain. So typically what happens is that whenever you have some tendinitis, you get your tendons will get scarred up, and you have kind of looks like more of like a bird's nest. And whenever you massage that, it helps realign the tissues a little bit better to be more contractile and be a little bit more effective of a tendon there. And so increasing the blood flow in that area. And you can do that about 3 to 5 minutes. And you want to do this maybe more than one time a day, about 2 to 3 times a day or so until that goes away. So the next one that you're going to do is more of a strengthening exercise. And so let me see here. Let me grab something real quick here. So two exercises you're going to do. One, you're going to keep your leg nice and straight. And so what you're going to do, you're going to strengthen a muscle called the vastus medialis. It's a muscle that's on the inside part of your knee there. And so you keep your leg straight. We're going to do something called straight leg raise. Keep your straight leg nice and straight. Tighten your quadricep muscles up and lift up. You can kind of point your toes a little bit there. Hold it there for about 3 seconds and come back down. Coming back up. And coming back down. So you want to do about get 20 of these nice and slow. Going up shortens the muscles, and going down lengthens the muscle. So going both ways is very important to help strengthen there. So that's one strengthening exercise you can do. Another one is a lot of times people have weak hip externalization, meaning the hip going out. And then what happens is when people have patellofemoral syndrome, their knee goes in, and that causes that knee cap to go out. And so what you're going to do is you're going to place this around your legs. If you got a band at home, and you can place this around your knees, and so put some pressure on your legs. That way it keeps the hips, the knees to stay out. And what you're going to do, you're going to raise up and come back down. So you're doing a bridge, but with the pressure up against the band. Hold that for about 3 seconds and slowly come back down. It's going to getting the hip extension to improve your glute muscles, which is important for stability. And also we're getting some hip external rotation, putting pressure on the outside of your knees there, and come back down. So you're going to do this for about 20 times. You can do it for a couple of times a day too if you have time. This is definitely a very important one to help strengthen up those glute muscles there. So another thing that can be a problem with patellofemoral syndrome and patella tendinitis is that you can have a tight tensor fascia lata muscle, as well as which is a muscle that attaches, goes all the way down to the outside of your knee, attaches to a band called the iliotibial band. And whenever you attach the outside of your knee there, that definitely can cause some issues. So typically the best way to do that is to do some myofascial stretching on that tensor fascia lata muscle, which is kind of on the front part of your hip there. And you can grab kind of this foam roller. You guys probably have seen this before if you've seen the other videos. And so what you're going to do is find that tensor fascia lata, and it might be a little quite painful there, and you're going to roll on it there. Find it might be sore on a couple of little spots there, but that definitely will help out improve your myofascial tightness of that muscle there and improve your flexibility of your IT band. IT band is very thick in certain parts of it, so it's kind of hard to stretch. And so if you can kind of do this stretching and doing some myofascial release on that tensor fascia lata muscle, that definitely can help that out there. And so the next exercise, we're going to do another strengthening one. What you're going to do, you're going to lay down on your side again. And again, this is going to help out with that hip abduction muscle here. And so you're going to raise your leg up, hold it there for about 3 seconds, and slowly come back down. So that's a very important muscle to strengthen. And also you strengthen up the muscle on the side, so you're contracting that muscle there and lifting up and coming back down. Lifting up and coming back down. And you want to do that for about 20 repetitions. A couple other ways you can help out with your strengthening and your running and with your patellofemoral syndrome is maybe work on your running form. One good way, and definitely we'll do a separate vlog later on of different running forms that you can do, is working on your being upright. And what you want to do is when you start your run, you want to lean more at your ankles. And then your chest will be leaning forward. So it's going to get you that forward momentum that you need rather than hunched over and more into squat saddle position there too. So we want to be up and tall, nice and tall there to take pressure off of the hips and the knees there and use more of our glute muscles, which are meant for pushing during running there. So this concludes episode 9 of our common injuries series. If you have any comments down below, please comment. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. We'll definitely we'll continue doing the common series videos. And so I hope everyone still keeps safe, keep running, and we'll see you next time.